Welcome to Patch Notice. I'm your host, Jacky, and you're watching Patch Notice on Dead Air. Today, we're going to be going over the 1st of September minor update for Deadlock. In today's patch, we saw a few minor balance changes for a couple of heroes and one exploit being fixed. Let's start off with Infernus. Infernus had a minor change to Flame Dash. It's now gained 30% slow resistance, meaning it'll be harder for you to be stopped when Naruto running away in a quick dash. Next up, it's everyone's favorite gargoyle, Ivy. Ivy's airdrop was tweaked in a previous patch and it increased the self-cast time from 1 second to 2 seconds. Valve have found a middle ground, now adding it back to 1.3 seconds. 7 has also undergone a minor balance change. This one is going to be focusing on his Stormcloud ultimate and the way it scales with Spirit. Let's have a look at what Valve have changed. Stormcloud will now have a Spirit Power DPS scaling of 0.7, that's down by 0.1 from 0.8. Viscous also had by far the most changes in this minor balance patch. Up first, his Puddle Punch. A numerous amount of changes on this one, so we'll start from the top. Damage reduction, down from plus 50 to 35. Quite a substantial nerf to its overall damage. Alongside that, its base cooldown has been increased by 4 seconds, going up from 24 to 28 seconds. Base cast range is also down by 20 meters. On screen now, you can see how the maximum radius of his Puddle Punch has been vastly sliced. It also won't have as much oomph when it hits someone. The trampoline effect of knocking someone miles into the air has been reduced, as it now knocks people less high up. His gun was also changed. You might remember in the 29th of August update, Valve added an alternate fire, but to balance that, they've reduced the base clip by 4 rounds and made it so the alt fire now requires 5 bullets, meaning you can only shoot the gun 4 times just using the alt fire before his gun is out of ammunition. Next up, movement changes to do with the new additions replacing bounce pads in certain areas. Ropes. Activation range is up by 0.2 meters, so it should be easier to launch yourself onto a rope from a slightly further distance, making them feel less clunky. Alongside that, the sheer speed that you can climb at has been buffed by 2, going up from 11 to 13, meaning it's now a little bit quicker when climbing up and down ropes, so they play into the sequence of synergizing with movement a little bit better after tonight's update. On screen now is some quick gameplay of how they look and how they work. As you can see, they're a little bit smoother when it comes to chaining movement together and being able to keep your momentum whilst climbing. Previously, players were complaining they were a little bit too slow and jarring. One last thing that Valve have fixed is an issue with HTML being usable through builds in the new build system. That exploit is no longer something you have to worry about. Thanks so much for watching though. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's patch notice here on Dead Air. I've been your host Jacky, keeping you up to date with all things Deadlock. So get back out there.